Hello.
Hello. This week we went and saw Prisoners.
We sure did.
Whew.
I'm still a little bit shooken up by it.
Yeah, a lot happening in that movie.
Yeah, it's long and a lot goes on. And it's creepy.
Yes.
Yeah, let's recap it.
Okay. I'm going to do some Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay, I'll be Hugh. Okay. All right. Where's my daughter?
I'm going to find your daughter.
You need to find her now.
I'm working on it.
Where
I always solve my cases.
is
It's not a problem.
My daughter.
I'm going to find her. You need to calm down.
I'm taking matters into my own
No,
hands.
that's a really horrible idea.
Where's my daughter?
When I find her, I'll let you know. You'll be
I'm
the
starting
first
to
know.
drink. I'm starting to
This
drink.
is going to be problematic.
Find her.
Of course, that's what I do. That's all I do.
AndSeen.
I don't feel like we brought the drama in that.
Yeah, that was nothing like the movie at all. But with that said, gist.
Yeah, the overall idea: somebody's missing a daughter.
A daughter.
A cop comes in to try to find and help, and then
Dad goes
father
crazy.
takes matters into his own hands.
Mm-hmm. A great movie, really, really good.
Yeah, favorite moment?
Yeah, definitely. There's this one really creepy guy who's a suspect for the kidnapping.
Person of interest.
Yeah, person of interest. And Jake Gyllenhaal, the cop, goes to his house and he's questioning him. And he's like, you were at a kid's clothing store earlier today. And the guy's like, yeah. And he's like, you have kids? And he's like, no. And he's like, we bought kids' clothing. He's like, oh, I must have been in a hurry. It was so funny. It was a very, very funny moment. The whole theater was just like, oh my God, a lighthearted moment. And then we were right back to the drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. It was very funny to me, though. What about for you?
I enjoyed, the whole movie is very dark, twisted. It takes you down a lot of creepy paths and what would you do if you were in this situation? How would you, handle it? So it's a lot of like, but I enjoyed that we solved the mystery.
We did.
Only about an hour in.
Which is no time, you guys, because it's such a long movie.
Yeah, I mean, it was like at the beginning of the movie, basically. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so, we kind of had it and we were like, yes, we know it's going to happen. And I feel like all of the Brazilian Isles I'm watching is really paying off. So my super sleuthing is really...
It's working.
It's in the right direction, which is really what this is all
Harnessing
about.
our powers.
Yeah, thank goodness. Least favorite for you?
Yeah, Hugh Jackman tortures a prisoner, and the torture scenes and the hair and the makeup, it got me. It hit me so hard, and I was rooting for this bad guy, so to speak, because he was just so gross, and it was a great torture scene, but on the same hand, my least favorite.
Yeah, they did a very good job of kind of how far you would go in this situation.
Oh, and his face was like just like cringeworthy.
Yeah.
You couldn't handle it.
Going as far as you can, and then could you pass it, and then just taking yourself, like I don't want to ruin things, so.
It's just a creepy scenes.
Torturing.
You, Lise?
For me? I don't think this was necessarily the message of the movie, but I got from this that when bad shit happens, men step into action and women fall apart, go to sleep, and take pills.
Lots of
and
pills.
That's Maria Bello, who was the wife, who was amazing. She was phenomenal in this. She did a wonderful job. But she just crumbled, and like he stepped into action, and it was disappointing to me. And Viola Davis, who is Terrence Howard's wife, she does step a little bit more into action, but for the most part, it's really the men doing things and the women kind of just sitting behind and being like, I'll just let the police handle it.
And you can't help but think, like, if you were in that situation, what would you do? And I don't think I would stay in bed and take pills. I think I would be on the forefront.
I would be out campaigning, or not campaigning, but like papering, with like pictures of my kid and trying to like really get the
Julie doesn't answer her phone like once, and I'm like already like holding a candlelight vigil for her.
That's a little far.
I need to stay in touch, you guys.
I like that. But don't give up on me so quickly.
I have no faith in her. She's a terrible driver.
I'm sorry, I was just in a
she
movie.
Talks to strangers. It's very weird.
I do. I like them.
Often.
They give you candy.
Mm-hmm. And
as long as you get into the van with them, they're perfectly fine with
so you guys now you
Great
know.
way to make friends.
Now you know why I'm flipping out all the time. Did you have a cameo?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow, it's crazy that we both knew that was coming.
I'm giving my cameo to Jake Gyllenhaal's Blink acting. He did a lot. He did a great character study for this. He did a lot of that acting.
So much.
But his whole character, it was like Blink acting. He carried coffee beans with him everywhere. He wore a pinky ring. He had weird tattoos. Just fascinating. Fascinating what you decided to do with that character, Jake.
Very weird. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to see more.
I'm convinced he was Morse coding us something in his blinks, but
we still haven't
I
cracked
don't know how
yet.
to understand that. You?
Oh, the wardrobe, hair, makeup, wigs, it was awful to me. It looked like a bad 70s SNL sketch. Like, it was just like these huge, weird coats and these, not that these are weird.
Chunky.
Julie's mom, you did a great job.
She does a good job knitting.
But like the wigs were off and like it was just terrible. It was like sketch comedy terrible. And that they have terrible hair and makeup.
Yeah.
I didn't get it, but I liked it.
What decade are we in?
Right? You have an iPhone and yet you're dressed like the 70s. What's the deal here?
Very fun.
I don't know.
Ryan, what'd you think?
I thought it was absolutely intense and great.
Wow.
Wow.
Super long, which I love.
You
Yeah.
do like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So I was with it. Great performances.
Thank you.
Thank you. Us?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Sweet.
All right. When would you see this?
Theater, 100%. It's a theater movie for me. I couldn't imagine renting it and watching it. It's a little, I don't want it in my home.
Yes.
You know, like I want it in a theater. What about you?
Theater as well. I will say, since it is so long, when Jake Gyllenhaal is staring, watching Hugh Jackman, and it's raining, great
Yes.
time to go to the bathroom.
Pee then.
Great time. That's the only reason I would rent it, is so you can pause it enough times to go to the restroom.
Yeah.
But I would say theater.
Yeah, definitely. Cool.
And scene.